Hola sunflowers, welcome back to my channel, and today's video was suggested by Mar W, and she asked me, how do I strip my hair dye, or how do you strip hair color from your hair? So if you guys know anything about me, or if you've been subscribed to my channel, then you would know that I dye my hair maybe every 2 weeks, and I like to have crazy different colors and vibrant colors, and we all know that it's hard to kind of strip hair dye. I feel like I'm an expert in stripping hair color because you guys see me change my hair all the time. And also, when I was in high school, I wasn't allowed to have hair color. Fun fact, the first day when I got into high school, I was pulled into the principal's office because my hair was green, and I wasn't allowed to have colorful hair because self-expression is a big no-no in school, because apparently it's going to make the boys distracted, or it's going to make other people in class distracted if I have colorful hair. Even if I put it in a fucking bun, they wouldn't let me. I remember when I was in the principal's office, they told me, you have until the end of the week to get rid of all the hair color from your hair. And plenty of times, because I've gotten in trouble for this a lot, but plenty of times I would just end up having to go to the salon and having to dye my hair all black, and it just ended up with me running out of time. I just needed to dye my hair black because the color wasn't coming out. And we all know that green is a very hard color to strip from your hair. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the struggle it is to get green/blue out of your hair, and I'm still trying to get it out of my hair. Let's get into this video. I've got 12 tips on how to strip all the hair dye from your hair. Also, before we get into this video, I want to give a huge thank you to ElfWigs.com for sending me these beautiful extensions, and I will be showing in the video how I achieved this color and also my opinions on this extension. It's very long, it's like up to my waist, and it blends in with my hair, and I will be showing like what type of toner or dyes I use to tone my hair, because when I bleach my hair it ends up being like orange, like fucking a Donald Trump skin orange. So they sent me these 22-inch extensions, and these extensions are real hair, so you're able to dye them. And this is one of them because I couldn't fit this on my head because, one, this is the size of my head. This is a 4-clip one, and I just dyed it with like a type of lilac purple, which I will mention later in the video to show you how I've achieved this hair. So really, in this video, I'm showing you how to get hair like this, which means that you can put any color on top of this. You can put any color on top of this like plain canvas, and it will show up very vibrantly. So with their package, they also sent me a choker, which was really sweet, and this brush. And now I actually love when extension companies send me this type of detangler brush, just because it's so easy. Like, look, it's not getting tangled at all. It literally just glides through, Right now, this looks kind of frizzy because it's still wet and I'm like drying it and I haven't put any coconut oil in it. I don't know if I'm supposed to put coconut oil in like extensions, but I guess I do, because like the coconut oil naturally from my hair like gets to the extensions. I will give a review of these extensions throughout this entire video so you guys know my thoughts on it. By the way, you guys can get $20 off by using the code ELF, and I will put all the information in the description box below as well as the link. So let's start with tip number 1. Start having hot showers. So whatever you do to maintain your hair color, such as like showering less often than normal or showering with cold water, do the opposite. So usually when I have colorful hair and I don't want to dye my hair every single time I shower, I prefer to shower less often than I usually do, and I prefer to shower in cold water because hot water strips all the hair color. I know that I'm trying to fade my hair, so I start having more frequent showers and hot showers. So the tips that I've listed are based on the least damaging to your hair to the very damaging to your hair. Like, the first 5 tips you should follow, and then after that, like, if your hair's not fading, then you can follow the next couple tips. So tip number 2 is to use anti-dandruff Why can't I say this? Tip number 2, that's 4. Fuck! So tip number 2 is to use anti-dandruff shampoo. Fuck, guys, I've been trying to say that, so we're just gonna go with this take, okay? So use Head & Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo, because those shampoos are designed to like strip the moisture from your hair. It really helps to get rid of your hair dye if you're rubbing it with one of those really tough shampoos. And the greatest thing about it is that you can go to like Red Dot, the Reject Shop, like Kmart, anywhere that has like cheap products, and you can get this for like $1. like literally for $1 or $2. Just use it throughout the week to just strip your hair. Tip number 3 is to go swimming. So if it's a nice warm day, go out to the beach, swim in chlorine, even if you want to, in baths. So you don't even recognize how quickly your hair fades when you're swimming. So when I dye my hair, I naturally like avoid salt water. When I want to fade my hair, it's actually just so much easier to just jump into the ocean and just like fade your hair through that, because you're busy, you know, swimming, having a good time, tanning. Tip number 4 is to add lemon to your hair to lighten it. I don't know how well this makes a difference. I can't say that I've tried it since, because I've just found other methods, but using lemon is not harmful for your hair at all. Number 5 is to crush up vitamin C. So what I usually do, and this is like, I guess, my favorite method, what I do is I just get like vitamin C tablets. I get this big ass thing, I don't know what it's called, this like caveman Asian old lady thing. I just smash it, and when it's all powdery, I try to get it as fine as possible. 1 second, these actually taste so good. This rain! But yeah, just smash it into a nice fine powder. Mix it with Head and Shoulders shampoo or anti-dandruff shampoo, and just mix it together into a paste. Sorry, this is so sour. Put it all over your hair, like douse your hair in this paste. Cover your hair up at night just with a plastic bag or something. Fall asleep, and then in the morning, wash your hair, because the vitamin C apparently helps open up the pores or something. I will add some edits of information here. Also, I will be linking some resources down below for you guys. So if anything that I'm not explaining well here, you can click some of the links below to help you out. If you don't have one of these because you are not of the Asian descent, then you can also just get a Ziploc bag or a few of them, put the vitamin C tablets in them, and then get a hammer and just smash them through the bag, and then just open up the bag when you're done with the powder and pour it out into a bowl. So number 6 is vinegar mix. So I actually found this out through another YouTuber called Sophie Hannah. Shout out to you, girl. I fucking love your videos. But yeah, I will also link it down below. So if you're wondering how to wash off your hair with vinegar, then check that video down below, and I will also add it to the cards for you guys just as a suggestion. Now I've tried this, and I feel like it just faded as much as like rubbing my hair with shampoo. Tip number 6 is to wash your hair with baking soda. Same as like the vitamin C, you get the anti-dandruff shampoo, and then you mix it with baking soda, and you just mix it into like a creamy consistency, and then you use it as a shampoo, and you just kind of use this until all of your hair dye is out, I guess. And I would say that this method works really well. It really did strip out the hair color for me. After showering, you really have to apply a generous amount of coconut oil, because it really fucking dries out your hair. Trust me, if you don't wash off the baking soda like well enough, it's going to fucking ruin your hair. Like, your hair will feel dry. There have been times where I've just left the baking soda in my hair, and it ended up just like feeling so dry, like fucking hay, I swear to God. But yeah, I do recommend this, but I don't know how good it is for your hair. So number 7 is to wash your hair with dishwashing soap. Yeah, this isn't great for your hair. Like the baking soda, it really dries out your hair, but it does strip out your hair, and I definitely used to do this in middle school when my hair quality wasn't that bad. Now I kind of stray away from it just because I prefer like other methods than using dishwashing liquid. So number 8 is to use hair removing shampoo. So this shampoo is apparently specialized for removing your hair color, and so personally this is the shampoo that I use when I mix with vitamin C or when I mix with baking soda or anything else. I have only tried this like this month, and I think it works really well. I think this was like $8 to $11 or something, so it wasn't that bad. This is the shampoo that I used, and I think it was definitely worth the investment. It really did strip my hair color. Number 9 is using a color stripper, and I actually am guilty for using this color stripper a lot. I will flash a photo of the one I use here, and I use this a lot of the times, and sometimes I skip the earlier steps and just go to this. Gets rid of pink like that, gets rid of purple like that, but blue, green, nah. It doesn't get it out. So the second I use this on my hair here, it just stripped out all of the pink or whatever, and on this side it still stayed green, which really fucking sucked. We're getting to the last point. This is the penultimate point. So number 11 is to bleach bath it, and I really do not recommend doing this unless you're at the point where your hair is stained and you're trying to rub off the dye and you're trying to wash off the dye and nothing is working. It's been a couple weeks of you trying to wash it out and it's not working. It's so obvious that your hair is tinted and not dyed. Then you can do a bleach bath. So the bleach bath that I do is I add maybe 1 cup of the powder, 1 cup of the developer, another cup of the developer, so 2 cups of the developer, and then I will add 3 cups of shampoo. When you bleach bath, it's like bleaching your hair, but you mix it with shampoo to lower the percentage of bleach, and you can keep it in your hair. Watch your hair very closely and see it strip the color. Now, I was so fucking worried about the state of my hair because, as you guys know, because I dye my hair, I bleach my hair very, very frequently, and I was very worried that bleach bathing, like, only one side of my hair was gonna cause all of it to fall out, and I was very apprehensive with doing so. So when I did it, I literally put it on, and as I was putting it on, I was combing my hair, and, like, a chunk of hair fell out onto my hand, and I was like, fuck this. I went into the shower, I washed it off, I used the hair dye removing shampoo, and when I came out of the shower, I didn't notice any chunks of hair missing. There was no spots or breakage. Really, I think I was just combing a part where there was already like dead hair, and I just combed it out, and it just freaked me out. But it did lighten my hair, and I only had it on for about 5 minutes. So that's how quickly the bleach can work, so you really have to watch your hair. So number 12 is, if this bleach bath doesn't work or you're too scared to try to do it yourself, go see a professional and professionally tint your hair and professionally get your hair color removed. And the other reason I left this for last is because even though I very much support hairdressers and salons, I don't like spending the price of 2 limbs just to get my hair tinted or to get a hair color out of my hair. And that's why I don't think it's worth like spending all that money, and it's so overpriced just to get your hair fixed. But yeah, those were my tips, and I hope that was helpful. The hardest part was, you know, getting rid of the green in my hair. And how I did it is I tinted my hair with a toner. So I used a toner on this side of my hair where it was blonde, and what I did on this side where it was green, I used the toner and I mixed it with a little bit of pink, just so that the pink will make the green, which is aka blue, turn purple. So they ended up matching.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock. So they ended up matching pretty well, and I'm really satisfied. And I also dyed my extensions. So the extensions that ElfWigs gave me, they gave me a 4 clip one. They gave me 3 clip ones. I've got those on. Two clip ones. I've got those ones on. And they got me 2 1 clip ones. So these ones are the 1 clip ones, and these ones haven't been tinted. So the color, if you notice, is like a lot more yellow, and toning it makes it more like gray, ashy silver. And I didn't need to dye these because using the 2 clip extensions and the 2 3 clip extensions fit in my hair, and it's thick enough to look like it's my actual hair. If I added anything more, I feel like it would look like I'm wearing a wig. It's good to know that I have an extra like set here. Like, look how thick that is. This is like thick hair, and these as well too. So it's good to know that if any of these break, they also sent me extra clips. So if the clips, you know, break or fall off, then you can just resew the new ones, which is very common, and I'm glad that they gave me an extra because I've had extensions where the clips break off and I'm like, what the fuck do I do now? The toner is literally just conditioner and purple/violet dye, and I just mixed it together into a very, very light lilac. So if you do want to check out ElfWigs, check it out in the description below. I will put it as the first link, as well as any discount codes if they have any. And I just want to thank them so much for sending me these extensions because I feel like myself again. I haven't worn extensions in about a year. Like, I haven't worn extensions in almost a year, since like September. This is how long they go up to, which is really nice. And quality, first of all, thickness, really good. They have great thickness to it, which is what I need, because in every single other extensions I get, I sew them together. And you guys know this because you watch my videos. I sew 2 extensions together because I want it to be thick with not that many clips in my head. But with this, the hair is thick enough, and I can see that they sewn like 2 extensions. So it's like thick enough, which is good because I hate when they're like so thin and then you're covered with tons of clips but not enough hair to hide it. It is real hair because it's taking the dye, but I noticed that some of the hairs are taking the purple parts of the dye and some of the hairs took like the blue parts of the dye. And this is what it looked like when I was dyeing it, and I was a little bit confused, but that's why I dyed this 4-clip one first, because I knew that this one wouldn't fit in my head, and I just wanted to see what the color would come out. So I added the color, I dried it, and then I compared it to my hair, and I was like, okay, I need a little bit more of like purple, and then I dyed the rest of the extensions and matched them to my head. So that is my journey in trying to get rid of the hair color from my hair. Let me know if you have any questions below, and I will leave you guys some tips. Also, the video I suggest today, as well as Sophie Hannah's video on removing hair color, is a documentary I was in, and this girl I met at VidCon, and when I started uni, she was there on my first day, so I was like, hey, I met you at VidCon in a totally different city. And then she made a documentary about YouTubers in Perth, so definitely do check it out. Thank you so much, ElfWigs, for sponsoring this video and making me feel like myself again. And I love you guys all so much. I'm sorry that this is a hair video, and next week's video might be a different video, a funny video. But if you also have any suggestions below, just like Mar W, then you can leave a suggestion down below and I will follow up with it. Love you guys all so much. Bye!